Hello.
Why are you stopping? We have to get out of here.
We're okay now. Look, it doesn't leave the woods.
Stop, please. Why can't it leave the woods?
Can you keep a secret?
Hey everyone, so I got a chance to watch the latest episode, episode 3, and I was a little confused. So there was a scene where Dick and Leroy, they finally get to meet the two guys, the two black guys in the military, right? So Dick and Leroy were sitting outside, you know, while the wife is in the house, you know, cooking a bun cake. And Leroy found out that Dick was one of the dudes that jumped him in the barracks. And then he told Dick to stay out of his head. So at first I'm thinking, like, did he do like some telepathic type of like genjutsu on him or something, where he was placed into a place where it felt like he was physically getting jumped? But I'm like, no, that did happen. But they didn't go into like, why would Dick put on like an outfit and jump him? Like they were saying like, basically his boss was saying that they were testing him. That's what they said during that episode. But this episode, Dick was actually studying Leroy to see if Leroy would be the type to go into the trenches with him, with trying to discover what this entity is that has engulfed all of Derry. So next episode, we are going to see, we're going to see Dick going full throttle with his telepathic abilities. So that's going to be really cool to see. And one of my buddies I was just playing Fortnite with, they were saying that, they were like, you know, the little girl Lily, she didn't die in the movie theaters because there was a turtle. She was given something with a turtle on it. And he was breaking everything down, but he was saying, like, if you see a turtle, like, just keep a lookout for a turtle. Did anybody see a turtle? I think it was, maybe it appeared when I got up to do another video for another movie or TV show, whichever I was working on, but I didn't see a turtle. Now, he was breaking it down and saying that, of course, there's an entity, but the entity is controlling it. And it used to be human. So, like, when they were on the helicopter and they flew over that plot of land, right? Dick then discovers it could see him. It wasn't supposed to see him. So it discovered Dick and tried to actually kill him by making him think that he's in some type of sewer, opening up a latch to walk straight off the helicopter. We also find out that Rose and General Shaw, who's the boss of Leroy, we find out that those two were the first to discover this entity 50 years ago. And most likely they were supposed to be a couple, but of course, you know how it is. Oh, my dad, you know, is getting orders to go somewhere else and we leave tomorrow. Was that a thing back in the day where they just dropped some crazy or bad news to be like, even though you're the love of my life, I'll depart tomorrow? It's like you didn't know in that. Maybe it was a different time. So that always was like, I'd be like, huh. But General Shaw mentioned he didn't bring up in this episode to Rose why he's really there. All he told her was, you know, we're trying to build another line, you know, for water to come into the city. But they didn't have that discussion. But Rose said, so General Shaw didn't remember Rose until, you know, a cease and desist because Rose is Native American. They're digging on native lands. So I wonder how that's going to unpack and if these two are going to end up meeting the kids. I don't know. That's what the preview showed, that Lily was talking to one of the militants, but they may have just cut it up like that to make it seem like that's what's going to happen. I think her friend, who is now friends with the bully at the high school or middle school, whichever one, Marge, I think, you know, she's going to get got in the next episode because, you know, somebody has to die. So I think it's going to be Marge. I'm going to stop right here. I am excited to see what episode 4 is going to bring. And I'm actually really feeling that intro song. So yeah, I might add that to the ending of this video. But outside of that, you're welcome to comment on what you think about episode 3, what you think episode 4 going to bring. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video.